Friends, welcome back to case studies of 10th standard mathematics and basic mathematics. Here is a question: highway underpass and is a parabolic in shape. So parabola means any quadratic equation. If I just plot on xy axis, x dash, y dash and y, so we get a parabola. This or the general equation of this parabola will be ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So this is the general form again, any parabola. So to find the equations we have again, or else if it is equal to any of the polynomial p of x again. So in our topic we have zeros of polynomial. So how to find the zeros of polynomial in a graphical method? So we all know that zeros of polynomial can be found on what points the graph is intersecting the x-axis. If it is p of x, the variable is x, then you have to check in x-axis intersection. If the variable is y, then graph will be like this. So you have to check with y-axis intersection. So in how many points the y-axis is intersecting. So you can just practice some examples being given in your textbook exercise, go through it. So we will be seeing the case studies question. So the first question says, if the highway overpasses is represented by x square minus 2x minus 8, x square minus 2x minus 8, then zeros are. So we have two methods to find it. So one is factorization method, you can equate the polynomial to 0 and find it, or go for trial and error method. How to do this trial and error method? The given options, you just substitute 2 and minus 4, so you have to get this polynomial as 0. If I get a polynomial as 0, those becomes my zeros of polynomial. You can just check with the first one. If you just go with the first one, 2 square minus 2 into 2 minus 8. So you get 4 minus 4 minus 8. So you don't get 0. So the first option is eliminated. So just check with the second option. The second option is 4 minus 2. If I substitute 4, so you get 4 square minus 4 into 4 minus 8. 4 square is 16. And 8 minus 8, so you get 16 minus 16, so equal to 0. The same way, if I substitute 2, I get 2 square minus 2 into minus 2 minus 8, 2 square is 4, I get minus into minus is plus 4, minus 8, 8 minus 8 is 0. So my answer is second one. So what is the zeros? 4 comma minus 4, minus 2. The highway overpass. Next go to the second question. The highway overpasses is represented graphically. Zeros of polynomial can be expressed graphically. Number of zeros of polynomial is equal to the point where the graph of polynomial intersect x or y axis. I told you before only, because the highway overpass is represented graphically. Zeros of polynomial can be expressed graphically. So you can express in x-axis or y-axis. Any way is fine. Any way can be done again. The number of zeros of polynomial is equal to the number of points where the graph of polynomial can be intersecting y-axis or x-axis. I told you polynomial can be x or y variable. If it is in x variable, you have to check with x-axis. If it is in y variable, you have to check with y-axis again. So answer is intersect y-axis or x-axis. Graph of a quadratic polynomial. So I told you just now, the graph of a quadratic polynomial is a parabola. The representation of, next go to the fourth question. The representation of highway underpass whose 1 0 is 6 and sum of zeros is 0 and then is. So we know that, so we have an equation, quadratic equation. So if polynomial, the sum of zeros and polynomial, a product of zeros is given, we have that x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros. So it can be generalized as in the form x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta equal to 0. Or you can just take into 0, or you can just equate to this p of x again. So p of x, this is the general equation. You can form it if sum of zeros and polynomial and product of zeros are given for any polynomial. Here they are saying one sum is 6. So one sum is 6. So one sum is 6. That is alpha is 6. And I don't know what is beta. And they are saying that alpha plus beta is 0. When will a number will be 0? If it is added with its negative number. So that means the other 0 should be say minus 6. Then you get sum to be 0. So therefore, if I form an equation, then product of zeros is minus 36. So sum 0 is 0. X square minus 0x plus into minus 36. So I get x square minus 36 is equal to 0. So this is my polynomial. Or you can just go with p of x. P of x equals to x square minus 36. So answer is second one. The number of zeros of a polynomial x square x minus 2 the whole square plus 4 is. So here you can just expand f of x. F of x or p of x is one and the same. So if we expand it, I get a term called x square here. So x square is a quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial. So called quadratic polynomial, the degree is 2 and so the value of x is 2. So the number of zeros is